Hey guys, I know it's been forever. I was gone for God knows how long, but I'm here, I'm back, and I'm going to spill all the tea on what's been going on and where the hell have I been. I'm sorry if you hear grass being cut. I have no other time today to even film this where have I been. So yeah, you're probably gonna hear it in the background. I'm gonna try my best to edit this video as much as I can where you can't hear so much of the grass being cut, but again, I apologize in advance. As you can tell, I'm very fidgety because I went back and forth about making this video. I didn't want to just start posting vlogs again and everyone wondered like, where the hell have you been the past like 9-10 months, and wonder what's been going on. Part of being on YouTube is putting yourself out there and stuff like that, and with me having my channel predominantly as a vlog style channel, you see what goes on in my life, so I figured why not share what's going on in my life, you know? Relationship, no relationship, traveling, not traveling, career, so all the above, from love life to no life. The whole shenanigans. So let's begin. Last left me when the last time I filmed, when I went to Texas. I vlogged my Texas trip. So a little bit before my Texas trip, I was working basically full-time. It was technically a part-time job, but I was mainly spending all my time working. So before I get into everything, I just want to put it out there, and I'm not ashamed to let anyone know now that I am comfortable with speaking about it. But I do suffer from anxiety and depression, and it started, I'm pretty sure it started when I was young. I just never knew the signs up until I was older, and I started recognizing the signs when I was in college, and I had to deal with it a lot while in college, and it was very hard because I went to college away from home. I dormed, so dealing with that by myself, it was really hard to explain to people why I was acting the way I was acting. Hard to explain to people what goes on in my mind, what's going on in my head. And if you are someone who deals with anxiety, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But so just keep all that in mind, that I do suffer from that, and it actually like resurfaced through the time from, I want to say a little bit after my trip. But anyway, I'm like going all over the place. I can never tell a story. Sorry guys, my nose itches. So I came back from Texas. Before I left to Texas, I was getting to know someone. Mind that prior to getting into that relationship, I hadn't been in a fully committed relationship. It was like 2.5 years. So I was talking to someone. So I ended up when I came back, I ended up in a new relationship. It was great. I have nothing bad to say about it. I remembered mentioning to you guys that I would be vlogging my trip to Miami. I ended up not going to Miami. Usually I go every year in December and stay with my aunt. That last year we ended up not going. We ended up staying in Jersey. I was just working, attempting to save money, which was kind of hard, rough. But we made the best of it while we were here for the holidays. It wasn't bad at all, actually. Did new things, experienced new things, ate at different places. I got to go to watch the Rockettes for the first time. That was awesome. Went to the gun range for the first time, which was great as well. So I was doing different things, keeping myself busy. Then after the new year, that's when things started getting a little crazy. There was things like when you're in a relationship, especially when you hadn't been in one for a very long time, it's hard to put yourself out there 110%, especially when it wasn't that great of a relationship like the one that I was prior in and stuff like that. People go through stuff in relationship, granted, some worse than others. Very, very, very difficult. Not that I wasn't happy. I was happy 110%, but it was just very, very, very hard. I don't want to go into full detail. It was just very hard. So I ended up dealing with that breakup early in the year, my anxiety started kicking in a lot more. On top of that, it was very difficult to be okay to go to work, having to put on a face as if everything was fine, knowing that mask you're putting on, the fake face you're putting on, nothing was fine. And again, like I said, it's very hard to vent to anyone, talk to anyone, if they really don't understand what goes on in your head. As much as you can explain it, no one really knows exactly what you're going through unless they have went through it themselves. I had friends who are very supportive. My best friend, who I went on my Texas trip with, I'm lucky for her. I'm so blessed to have her in my life, that she tried to help me as much as possible and speak to me as much as possible, give me the best advice that she could possible, and I thank her for that. It was very, 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 very hard. So then, dealing with my anxiety, I just wasn't myself, and I was trying so hard to make sure that I didn't go back into that hole that I was in, that I had experienced when I was in college, because it was a very, 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 very dark hole, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, what I had went through at that time when I was back in college. So that breakup was very hard, because I got into the relationship, had not been one in a while, and it like basically showed me like, wow, I can do this. I can give myself to someone again, you know, and trust them with my heart and whatnot and so forth. So I ended up going through that. Ended up going through changes with my career. I had my mindset. I went to school, studied criminal justice. I had my mindset on, okay, I'm going to take the law enforcement exam. This is what I'm going to do. This is my dream. And, you know, sometimes dreams that you had set 5 to 8 years ago, obviously that changes within time because of growth. So that's what I wanted to do, and I had my mind set on that. It's not that I don't have the patience for it. I do, like, with the process, but right now I think about it and it's not something that I would be happy to do. So with my job and stuff, it was very hard, like dealing with my anxiety and stuff like that, and dealing with growth and changes and stuff. And I'm a person who hates change. Like, I'm such a Virgo, and I like go through, like, I have everything in order. Like, I go through steps with everything. I don't like change. Like, if that's how I do it, that's how it's gonna get done. It's very hard, and I'm trying to break out of that. The breakup, my anxiety and depression, I ended up leaving my job and only started working part-time. So I was doing every other weekend, because I felt like for my mental health, I didn't want to, how can I say this? I didn't want to, my mental health is more important than work, which is, I know it's weird to say, like, that why would I, like, what, you need money, you need to live and stuff like that. But I had saved enough money, and I knew I had a good support system around me where I was okay with doing that to get myself right. So with that being said, now in time, so the breakup happened around February. I started dealing with my anxiety and depression January. So everything was just brewing. It was basically like one thing after another that I was getting smacked left and right by the universe, which I'm very grateful for, because it's humbled me now. And everything you go through in life is obviously a lesson. So now I'm taking a turn and doing something different that I find interesting, working in healthcare, and I had gained interest in other things. I don't want to announce what it is or put it out there, because, you know, mal de ojo, bad eye, evil eye, you know, I don't want to put bad juju out there for myself. So now I'm looking into doing new things. I have a lot of upcoming things coming on, so vlogs will be back. But I just wanted to give you guys insight on where have I been, what have I been doing, what's been going on, because I didn't want to just start posting vlogs again and you're like, what the hell, that huge gap. I want you guys to know that I'm comfortable with talking about these things and letting you guys know what's been going on and stuff. As I said before, I have a couple things lined up actually. I'm actually going to be going to the Yankee game, which I'm vlogging that. I'm so excited. I am a die-hard Yankee fan, born Yankee fan. I usually try to go either 2 or 3 times every season, like every year, with the new season. So I'm finally gonna get to do that. So you guys will see that. Also, my birthday, Team Virgo, September 11th. I know, crazy. I'm actually gonna be vlogging that as well. That Sunday that I'm celebrating. So my birthday falls on a Tuesday, so I'm gonna celebrate the weekend before that Tuesday. That Sunday is the official regular season of the NFL football. So it's gonna be a pretty lit situation. So that's probably gonna be 2 separate vlogs. Or maybe I'll just make it a whole long entertaining one. Who knows? So I'm very excited for what the age 25 is gonna bring me. New opportunities, new relationship, new friendships, and I can't wait to take you guys with me on that journey. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.